let's take you through more developments that are coming in. This is the much talked about Islamabad talks that have also crashed before even takeoff. And also remember, while Pakistan is trying to bask in glory and there are demands coming in for Nobel, what's happening on the ground? Iran is denying any negotiations with the United States and Pakistan. The media in Iran has now reported that no delegation has been sent to Islamabad and that talks with Washington are not underway. Tehran too has indicated that negotiations remain suspended until Israeli strikes are halted. Sources are suggesting that Iran is unwilling to engage in diplomacy while hostilities continue, effectively putting the proposed Islamabad channel on hold. Going back to my colleague Srinjoy Chaudhary, who's with us, just look at what's playing out on the ground. Right now, Iran is also digging in its heels. It is not ready for any kind of talks. This proposed Islamabad back channel is, there's a cloud over it. What is the position of United States at a time when Iran is unwilling to engage in any kind of diplomacy till the time these hostilities continue?
Well, first of all, the Nobel Prize has actually evaporated. Of course, it wasn't even being talked about except by a few odd people in Pakistan. But that apart, this is a clear sign of mediators or intermediaries who actually don't know how to do these things. First, you have Nawaz Sharif creating the problems that he did.
Right.
Then you have Khawaja Asif again adding to the problems. Then you have, of course, the continued strikes on Lebanon. Now, as long as those strikes against the Hezbollah go on, Iran is not going to get to Islamabad. So if the Iranians are upset and don't get to Islamabad, and the Israelis are upset by the tweet and don't get to Islamabad, then the Vice President of the United States, assuming he does come, what will he do? Look at an empty room? So that also is very unlikely now. So this is where Pakistan has painted itself into a corner.
Absolutely.
You call yourselves intermediaries,
right,
and then you create problems with at least two of the three people
yes,
you have invited to Islamabad.
Absolutely.
So,
now Srinjoy, you're talking about the great Pakistan, the mess that Pakistan has created. There is a back-to-back snub coming in, one from Iran. And number two, you've seen the position that Israel has taken after those comments made by Khawaja Asif. That's the next breaking news input coming in here on this broadcast about how Iran has snubbed and Israel is also right now taking a position against Pakistan. But what is Pakistan doing? Pakistan does not seem to be getting the writing on the wall. Pakistan on its part says negotiations are going to take place. How? Where? When Iran continues to say that no, we are not interested right now, things do not seem to be going in the direction that we want to see them go. Now, a Pakistani minister has issued a statement and he's saying that delegates have started arriving. So Pakistan in this statement, and this is Ishaq Dar. Let's actually go to what Ishaq Dar has said. Let's read out that post put out by him. Ishaq Dar says, Pakistan welcomes all delegates, including journalists from participating nations traveling in relation to Islamabad Talks 2026. To this end, all airlines are requested to permit boarding to all such individuals without any visa. Immigration authorities in Pakistan will issue them visa on arrival. So here, Pakistan now is trying to say it's all hunky-dory. They seem to be in a position that, yes, they are neutral. They are the ones who are holding these talks. But just look at what has happened in the last few hours itself. In fact, what happened from the very beginning of this ceasefire, from the very beginning itself, there was confusion, there was silence. And then on the ground, you saw what happened. Going across to Mayank. Mayank, Pakistan here is trying to project itself as, the one that wants peace. It is neutral. It is hosting these talks. It is welcoming delegates. But who exactly is Pakistan welcoming when Iran here has sent out a message that, no, we are not interested. We will not go ahead with the talks, when Israel is slamming them left, right, and center?
From the beginning, if you remember, let us make our viewers understand that it was Iran which, in the initial days, when 5 conditions were put out by Iran and 15 were put up by the US. In that case itself, Iran had showed that there was something wrong with the way mediation was being done. I'll come to this word term mediation later, but then for viewers to understand better, I need to explain this particular aspect. And Iran had pulled out of the entire ceasefire process, saying that they were not agreeing to the conditions which were put forward and the way the things were moving, number one. Now, let me explain what I was trying to mean by using this word mediation. If a mediator in traditional format comes, the mediator is neutral. One, two, has an influence over the other two countries so that let's say something is there, they can cajole or they can nudge the parties to a point wherein there should be an agreement. But here, more than a postman, nothing has happened, and the term Lebanon was tweeted or was brought out by the Prime Minister of Pakistan, Nawaz Sharif, and using which Iran has said that Lebanon was always part of the ceasefire. After that, two contrary statements, and they are very clear, conspicuous statements saying that Lebanon was not part of the deal. This made everything fragmented.
Right.
This pulled down everything. Now, when you see the things, the way things are moving, I think it has put everything into jeopardy.
And like you said, Mayank, for now it seems like the postman has failed to deliver. And not just Israel. We also have lawmakers in the United States who are expressing concern over the language used by Pakistan's Khawaja Asif. And here we are talking about lawmaker Josh Gothamer. He says this is absolutely nuts. While Pakistan is leading ceasefire talks, their defense minister is spewing wild rhetoric targeting Jews and Israel. This is hateful rhetoric, and this is beyond unacceptable. This is unproductive at a fragile moment. This is not diplomacy, and it must be condemned. And we just hope those who lap up Pakistan, those who sing praises of Pakistan should actually look at what has been happening. There are lawmakers now in the United States who are also expressing concern. We will take you through the latest post by the US lawmaker who is expressing concern over Pakistan Defense Minister's comments. And here is that post that I just read out. But take a look. This is Josh Gothamer, who says that this is nuts. This is just everybody is absolutely shocked at what Pakistan has done. They're saying while Pakistan is leading ceasefire talks, that defense minister is spewing wild rhetoric targeting Jews and Israel. This is hateful rhetoric, and hateful rhetoric like this is beyond unacceptable and unproductive at this fragile moment. This is not diplomacy, and I think this is the headline. What Pakistan tried to do, US lawmakers are now saying this is not diplomacy. This is absolutely unproductive. At a fragile moment, when you call yourself a mediator, when you call yourself one country that is, in fact, that wants to see peace, when you were so eager to take credit, look at what you've done. Take a look at this again, and what Pakistan has done must be condemned. So worst voices coming in from lawmakers in the United States who have also taken a strong position. Now, where does that leave Pakistan?